Dun, 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 dun.
Is that the official?
Wrong movie.
I didn't know what that was supposed to be.
Hey guys, we are at our premiere, and look at this awesome pin. I almost said pin. Tin.
Yeah, it was that extra like $6, but it's super cool, and we got one for Guardians of the Galaxy, and yeah, we just wanted this one because it looks so cool.
Yeah,
we're
really fun.
This is the first showing, 6 p.m. At our local theater. It's like an IMAX exclusive event.
Yeah, it's like the fan event, they call it. And so you get like popcorn is included in your thing. And so all we had to do was buy a soda and then the tin like we just wanted. But yeah, last thoughts before we go in?
Super excited to find out more about Captain Phasma. Like,
yeah, that's what I put that on Instagram earlier. I was like, can't wait to find out like what the deal is with Phasma, what Luke has been up to,
hear
and
him speak.
What the heck a porg is. Like,
oh yeah, what's a porg?
Yeah, can Luke still talk? We don't know.
Yeah, there's so many questions.
Like he was just all like ominous and staring at the end of the last movie.
And Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yeah.
Like so many questions.
What's his deal? Yeah, there's a lot of like there's a whole cast of characters that I'm very curious about. And just like, yeah, like what is it all?
Let's go find out.
Yeah. We're trying to not watch the screen so we don't get any spoilers from the like random like
Nissan
commercials,
ads.
like Nissan and State Farm are like trying to spoil things for us. We haven't watched a commercial since the very first like trailer dropped.
And we only watched
forever
it like
ago.
Twice. We watched it twice. This is nuts. I can't handle this.
Tony like can't even like put on a coat right now.
No,
he just cannot handle himself.
So hard. Life is hard. I can't handle.
What are your like right now quick thoughts? Like 10-second thoughts.
Like how did they get so much in one movie? Like and it like still feel like not enough. Like it was just holy crap. The whole thing.
It felt like it was never gonna end, but in a good way.
You never wanted it to end.
Yeah.
And had I not had to go to the bathroom, we never would have left. It was that good. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Selfie. We just like grabbed that. See, funny enough is, as far as I can tell, is
Hunting. We found ourselves a Poe. Looking for Rey. I don't think we're gonna find her.
go see Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It was incredible.
It was really good.
We just got home and man, what a movie. And women, what a movie. Like, holy cow.
Roller coaster of emotions. Like
it hits every wicket. It's like heartbreak, sadness, happiness, laughter, a lot of laughter. Anger, fear, like it hits the whole spectrum.
It was all over the place.
Oh my gosh, like without spoiling anything, which is gonna be really hard, there's just so much going on. There's so much character development, so much conflict in it. Like I can't.
There's a lot. We literally just sat there after it ended and we were just like
stunned, could not get up.
And then like I looked over at Tony and like we just were like, whew. And then Tony made eye contact with the guy sitting next to him, and they were both just like,
holy, lot of expletives. Like man, like, it was just, I was stunned at how good it was. I was a little, there were like a few parts that I was a little skeptical of. There's a little bit, at some parts I felt like there were a few too many jokes, and it didn't have the same like rhythm of a Star Wars film, I think. This was just so like a whole different level of like great writing, great acting, every character in it. There were new characters, surprise everything. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Like,
yeah, it's hard to like talk about without spoiling.
Yeah, porgs weren't terrible.
No.
They were like in it just enough. There was like some throwbacks to the old movies. There were some like hidden cool things. Like there was a lot of humor, and a few times it was a little bit overbearing. Like,
yeah, like Star Wars movies are always funny. Like there's always some silly little quirky things that make you laugh. Like because either like it's an obvious joke or because it's like a nerd joke that's kind of buried in there that like if you get it, you get it type of thing. This had a lot of humor, and not that it was necessarily bad, but it was definitely a lot funnier and a lot more obviously funny than most other Star Wars movies. So it felt a little like disconnected in that way, if that makes sense. But like I said, not a terrible thing. Like I'm not mad at it for being funny.
No.
In fact, the entire time when like funny things were happening, I just kept wondering like, is Casey gonna make that into a button?
Yes.
And the whole
There's
time
gonna be
I was
so
just
many
like,
buttons and
I can't
memes.
wait. Like the whole time I was just thinking like, when is Casey seeing this movie? And what buttons is she gonna have? Because I know she already has like a Porg one, but like now that I assume she's gonna see the movie like pretty quick and have some buttons, like I just can't wait.
By the way, we're recording this Thursday. We saw the first showing. Our local AMC theater had a fan event, like first preview or first viewing of it opening day.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit extra money. But we did get some cool stuff to go with it.
Yeah.
These trading cards, which are like much larger than your typical trading cards.
Yeah. Should we open them both?
I think we should open. Like before we open them.
Yeah.
Some people want to save them, but I don't feel like we're those type of people that.
Do you want to open one and we'll assume they're the same, or what?
I don't think they're the same. The back image is already like different. Like yours is a Praetorian Guard, mine is Kylo's TIE Fighter. Like. I want to know what's in there. I don't know. Actually, we're not going to open these.
Okay, yeah. Comment below with what you would do.
Yeah. If we were to open one of these, which one should we open? The one that has Kylo's TIE Fighter or the one with the Praetorian Guard?
It looks like there's like maybe 4.
Oh, yeah. There's 4. I wonder how many there are total.
That I think we're gonna research it and find out. Like Tony said, we aren't super like collectible people. Like our Pop Funko minifigs, like
they're right there. They're all out.
We don't keep them in the boxes. Like we have them out on the shelves. We aren't like hardcore collectible people. But the fact that we got 2 of these things, like we could easily open one or open none of them. Just put them on in a drawer, and maybe in 40 years someone will want them. But anyways, this was the
We're
one.
gonna put somebody through college with it.
Yes. We'll be just like rich donors who just give money out to people randomly.
This will fund our Disney trip for the 100-year anniversary.
There you go.
So we're not going to open these for now, unless you can convince us otherwise that we should or should not.
Yeah.
Comment below, what should we do with our lives? Help us make life choices.
But yeah, I think like you said, we'll research like how many there are supposed to be, supposedly. Like I'm sure by morning it'll be figured out.
Yeah. If we did open them, I'd probably want to frame them or something. On Sundays, like they're having like Star Wars Sunday, you go and see the movie, and they have these poster prints that I think have Luke on them. At least the first one does. I don't know if it changes each week.
Yeah, I think they said it was going to be for 4 weeks, so it might be like 4 different posters, so you're inclined to go see it like 4 times and get a different poster each time.
We have some free movie tickets that we won in a contest that we're going to use to possibly go see this again in like 3 days. Like, and just watch through it again. The only concern I have with that is when we saw The Force Awakens a second time, you fell asleep. If I've ever tried to go see a movie a second time in theaters, I fall asleep.
I didn't fall asleep because suddenly I didn't like The Force Awakens.
No, it was like, 2 in the morning.
No, I loved it. We saw the movie at 2 in the morning because...
we got like a good deal on tickets.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was literally like 2 a.m. till like almost 5 a.m.
Oh, so fun.
I fell asleep. I was so exhausted. I had my big winter coat like on top of me. Like I was basically tucked in for bed with like lightsaber fights happening. So they had one other like limited release thing at the theater, and that was popcorn tins. They had 3 options available. One had basically the movie poster on it and said The Last Jedi. The other one had like Porg, and then like BB-8, like different like characters around it. It was pretty cute. Like it was orange, and then it had those like fairly large around the. And then what was the other one?
The other one was different characters wearing like the red shrouds on like the white.
Oh yeah.
That one looked really cool, but we ended up going with the one that had the poster on it. But yeah, it was like $5.99. Our friend,
not bad.
Our friend John, he's seeing the movie like as we speak. He's in California. He hopped on our bandwagon of not seeing any previews. It was hard because he watches a lot of sports.
Yeah.
But he was on the bandwagon of don't watch any previews, be hyped for this movie. He said at his movie theater in California, 110, $15.99.
You could have bought all 3 of our tins at our theater for that.
I don't know if it's like what the deal is, but yeah, his was too expensive. So yeah, it's a made in China tin.
Oh
so
yeah, it's not anything nice. Like we have the Guardians of the Galaxy one, and it's like bending and a little silly. Like it's not an ideal situation. No.
But it's kind of cool.
But it's cool. It looks really fun, and like we were like, hey, for $6, sure, go nuts.
So we did that, and then instead of buying all 3 tins for $16, we went to an FYE. Yeah. For-Year Entertainment is what that stands for, we think.
Very 90s.
And we were excited, so we're like, let's get some more Pop Funkos. I don't know if you've seen our collection, but we have
not shared our collection.
We've not shared all of our collection. I think we're up to like 15 now. This is a growing addiction. We went to FYE, and they had a limited quantity of ones on sale for $7.99, such as Finn dressed as a First Order officer, trying to light this the best way. We also got his best friend. I think his best friend, a good friend of his.
I mean, like
Poe Dameron.
He gave him his jacket. Like,
yeah.
If that's not friendship, I don't know what is.
This
looks good on you.
You keep it. You keep it.
Awkward.
Very awkward. The bromance is real. This one was also $7.99, and then if you bought 2, you got a third one 75% off. So we got Master Jedi Luke Skywalker.
So he was only $2.
$2 for Luke. We're saying he's the $2 one just because he was the last one to get hung up.
He was the third one we found.
So I'm happy with this. I still want a Rey, but I think I'd wait for like a good deal.
Yeah, definitely.
And try to get like her, maybe Chewbacca. Porgs. Let's talk about Porgs for 1 second. Not terribly obnoxious. I thought they were going to be worse. I thought they were going to be like a Minion situation, like just an easy cash grab. It was. For like children's toys, that type of thing. It absolutely was. There were some silly things with them. They were a lot more, a lot less intrusive than I thought they were going to be. Yes. So they used them the right amount, but it was straight up a cash grab of like, what cute thing can we have? Yeah. Not Ewoks, not like, Jar Jars. Growing up, like, okay, so when that movie came out, like, that movie was very conflicting for me because Darth Maul was terrifying. Like, terrifying. Yeah. Scariest villain ever. You would have been like middle school? Yeah, we would have been middle school. Terrifying. But then my best friend was obsessed with Jar Jar. Like, had multiple Jar Jars, had a Jar Jar poster on her wall, and wanted to watch that movie all the time. And I was just like, Darth Maul's terrifying. It's very conflicting times. Also, I don't think I've ever explained this to you or the people on the internet. I don't know all the details behind this, but there is like a theory out there that Jar Jar was actually supposed to turn into a Sith Lord and be like super terrifying. I don't know how they would have done it. You have told me that. But they re-evaluated that after people really disliked Jar Jar. Yeah. They were like, maybe not. Yeah. So he got like a much more downplayed role in 2, and I think he might have had 1 scene in 3 because he became like a Senator Binks. Yeah. Which was terrible too. Like, go over here, please. Yeah, he just got written out of this script. But and my last point on this, my last big point that I'm curious about, we got like 2.5 years because episode 9 isn't until May of 19. First off, J.J. Abrams is coming back to do episode 9 because the guy who did 8, which fantastic job, Rian Johnson, he's getting his own trilogy, which somebody told me is going to be about Obi-Wan. Oh, interesting. It's going to be a Kenobi trilogy. So my last point on this is I am so curious in 2.5 years about episode 9 because Lindsay and I were talking.
2.5 years?
Yeah, because Frozen 2
is
going to line up with it. So how are they going to bring closure to episode 9? The end of 9 parts.
Yeah. Wrap it up in a pretty bow.
Wrap it up in a pretty bow that everybody can be happy with. There's going to be so much hype on this. Like,
that's some pressure.
There's enough loose ends. But yeah, that's our Star Wars non-spoiler mostly review.
Yeah.
I don't think we spoiled anything.
No, I don't think so.
If you want to have a discussion about this, like spoiler-wise stuff, maybe we'll do that at another point. Like, we're gonna go see it again on Sunday to get that free print.
Yeah.
And maybe notice some other like small things. But man, what a great movie! Like,
super good.
If you like Star Wars, you need to stop watching our vlog and go watch this movie and then come back.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like to wait to see the movie, like either because they don't like the crowds or just I don't know why you would wait other than not liking the crowds. But anyways, if you did not see it already, when do you plan to see it? Because I'm sure if you don't like Star Wars, you aren't watching this video.
And don't spoil it for others in our comments, please.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
I think that's a very nice thing to say. Like, we'll keep this whole chat spoiler free for now.
Before you go to see the movie, write down something that you expect, or I don't know.
Yeah, because we really thought about like recording like our expectations or thoughts or guesses ahead of time, but then we knew we didn't want to include that in the video. So we were like, there really isn't a point other than just like, I was right or I was wrong.
We were not. We were just incredibly blown away and happy that we went and saw it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you go see The Last Jedi and learn what that's all about.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Oh my gosh, go see the movie. Go see the movie. Go right now.
And blowing, but this was fun.